IGA Meals in Minutes with Courtney Wise.
November is here. That means Turkey Day is just weeks away. Make this year's Thanksgiving celebration extra special with new dishes and creative ideas from Sarah Lee. You all have quite the spread over there.
I know. You coming over for dinner or what? This is basically a lot of the things that you're going to need for Thanksgiving. We're so excited to have Catherine DeOrio. She's a chef with Sarah Lee on the show today with some original recipes. So listen up. What are we starting with?
Okay, we are going to make, well, obviously, usually it's Thanksgiving coming up, and so you're usually going to have a turkey as the main dish. But we're going to do some of the sides, and we're going to make a sage sausage stuffing.
I love sage.
So so do I. It's great, and it's so seasonal.
I love it.
It makes the house smell so nice. So what's great about this is actually we're using Jimmy Dean fresh sausage.
Okay.
And they actually have a sage flavor one. You can get the regular, so if you want to season it, but if you don't want to do that extra step, we actually make sage.
We need easy in our lives.
I agree. Yes. I agree. You want to spend your holidays with your loved ones, not in the kitchen. So now I've actually already started to brown up the sausage here, okay? Now we're going to start dumping this in. This is just some fresh mushrooms.
Yum.
And if you want to kind of like hand me some of those balls, I'm going to put you to work.
Please do. Okay, this is celery, right?
And that's celery, exactly. That's just been diced up.
You want me to dump?
Yeah, about half of the bowl. There you go.
No one ever puts me to work. I'm so excited.
So well, the thing is, it's nice. I always say, like, utilize your family when they come over for the holidays. Like, why should you be in the kitchen? It's about spending time together.
I invite everyone over and I put them to work. They're like, we thought we were relaxing. I'm like, not at the White House.
Exactly. But some of my best memories are with my family, cooking with my grandmother at the holidays and things like that. So I think it's really important.
Can you give me a hand? Oh, look how pretty this looks. I love the orange. I love the carrots.
And the carrot adds a nice sweetness to it as well. So then here is some garlic, of course.
My fave.
Italians, we can't live without it.
Exactly. I'm like, anything that makes your breath smell is what I love.
Okay, exactly. Just make sure everyone eats it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what's going to happen? Oh, that smells great.
Oh, it does.
So you're going to let this cook down about 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
And you're going to wait. You're going to kind of be able to tell when it's ready when the celery has started to soften a little bit.
Okay.
Mushrooms are a little bit wilted down. Okay. And your onions are going to be a little translucent.
Yum.
Okay. So we're going to let this go. I'm just going to lower this a little bit.
Okay.
And we've done that step already.
Yes.
So now we're over here to the next step.
Okay, so you just dumped that in here.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're going to drain off if there's any little fat in it. You'll drain that off, and then we've added some fresh or some dried breadcrumbs with herbs in it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a spoon over here. Okay. I'm going to let you kind of start mixing this up as I talk about what I'm adding. So just kind of
go ahead and do that.
at it. So this is some dried rosemary here. So this is where we're going to add kind of the seasonings, and let me get. This is some.
Do you ever mix this with your hands?
I always mix it with my hands, and I'm just being well behaved right now because we're on TV
right now.
So,
take off your rings and your bracelets and just get in it.
Exactly. Yes. I think it's the best way. I always say, like, why use a mixing tool if you can use your hands? I'm going to add some liquid here because that'll make it a little bit easier for you to get those crumbs in there and not get them all over
my arm workout for today.
I know, right? But this is actually a good thing. Have the kids wash their hands and be like, go ahead, have at it.
Put the bowl on the kitchen table and say, try not to make a mess.
Exactly. Okay, so that was some chicken stock. Here's some eggs here.
Okay, I'll make it stick together, right?
And just yes, exactly. So I'm going to bind everything together. Some poultry seasoning.
Okay.
And we have preheated the oven to about 325.
All right. How long will this take to?
It's going to take about an hour, about 50 to 60 minutes to cook through.
And this is something you could make before and set in the oven whenever you're cooking everything else that you can't make before.
Exactly.
Oh, spinach! This is a pretty green.
Yeah. So we're going to nice boost of iron in there.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's right.
Some
healthy.
Nutrients. Exactly.
A little bit of health on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, we've got pumpkin pie over there too. So.
Hey, that's good. That's actually very healthy for you.
Okay.
A lot of beta carotene in there.
That's right.
Okay, so then we have a casserole dish here.
Oh,
I know. I'm like, I'm just going to cook that. Yeah. So you guys, you're going to butter this up.
Okay.
And then we'll dump that in there. And you know what? I think we will maybe.
I didn't do a very good job with the spinach. I'm sorry.
Spinach is always hard. Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
So you want me to dump that in there, or
so
is that?
That's that. Okay. So this is what we'll do. We'll just show it over here.
You know what? Let's just get a shot of that right there because that's basically what's in this bowl after you've baked it. Right?
Exactly.
So it looks great. I love it.
And we just garnished it with some sage. That way, kind of references what's in it. Exactly.
I love it. Okay.
And now, like I had said, we had added some dried breadcrumbs here. So if you don't have them from the store, you can actually use just bread that you have in your house. So I like the Sara Lee Soft and Smooth. I think it makes really great breadcrumbs. Yeah. Put them in and these are the dinner rolls, and you can use those as well. You can really use any bread. I like to have it, leave it out a little bit, let it, get a little bit, exactly. Okay. Toss it in a food processor, then put it in your oven. and bake them up till they're golden brown. And this is the great thing about them. You can make those way in advance, put them in a Ziploc bag, throw them in your freezer. They literally last forever.
She says they stay forever, so we'll take her word on that. All right, everyone, we have to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to dress up some desserts, so don't go away. Wait to get to the desserts. If you're just now tuning in, this is Catherine D'Orio. She is a chef with Sarah Lee, and we went from stuffing to desserts now, right?
Yes.
Pumpkin pie, and is this apple pie?
Yes, that's an apple pie.
Look how pretty it is.
Isn't it gorgeous? Well, this is what's so great. So Sarah Lee has these great oven fresh pies, and you can get all kinds of flavors. I'm using the seasonal ones here, so some apple and some pumpkin. And what's nice is, like, you don't have, who has the luxury of like spending all day in their kitchen making a homemade pie?
Right.
So buy one at the store, but then let's do some little touches.
Yes.
So it looks like you actually made it.
Right, exactly. And you could fool people. That's okay.
Right? So here, I'm going to give you this one to play with.
Oh, I thought you meant
a
to try.
Look, you could try too. We like that too. So just like some little ideas. So what I like to do to kind of make it my own is, so just, you can set out a bar. This is another thing I like to do, is kind of maybe set up a buffet.
Yeah.
Have your pies out, have them pre-sliced, and then put all different kinds of toppings. So this is like a walnut topping, which is great on the apple pie. This is hot caramel. So here, this is the whipped cream. There's some vanilla here if you want to make a vanilla whipped cream, or cinnamon if you want to make a cinnamon whipped cream.
What should I do? Okay, I want this and this.
Okay, great. And these ones are
spoon.
chopped if you want to add chopped. These are some pralined pecans here. So what we did, and what I did over here is, this is actually the pumpkin pie, but then all I did is take store-bought pie crust. Use these cute little like leaf cut
This is the best idea I've heard all day. I love it.
You cut them out, bake them off. You can sprinkle some cinnamon sugar, some little candy sprinkles, and here I brought some over here for you if you want to add some to yours.
And I think I'm going to try one.
Perfect.
A sugar cookie.
And then with the apple pie, what we did is we just did a nice little egg wash on it and sprinkled some cinnamon sugar, and it gives it that really pretty sparkly texture to the top. That looks really good. I might have to add some of that.
You want some caramel with your pie?
It's perfect.
So here we go. I just basically made this pie look really, really, really pretty. I'm going to take a bite.
And then with the whipped cream, the other little tip that I like to give is put your whipped cream, if you don't have a pastry bag and you want to do those little pretty rosettes and things, you just put them in a Ziploc bag. When you're ready, take that, snip it off, and this actually works just like a pastry bag.
Here, try it right here.
So
let me see. Oh, wait, we don't have, oh yeah, we do. Okay, yeah.
We have scissors.
I love it. Okay, so we have the apple pie and the pumpkin pie. What other flavors does Sarah Lee have?
Oh gosh, we have everything. We're gonna have, we have blueberry and mincemeat and sweet potato. Oh, this looks like the cream's getting a little bit too hot for us right now.
It looks
warm under all these
good.
lights.
No, it's
so
perfect.
But I swear, it does work. Just keep this in the fridge until you're ready to use it, unlike what I just did.
I love these. These are the best idea.
Aren't these adorable? So then now, you have the big feast the night before, and a lot of times you have those overnight guests, and you're thinking the last thing you want to do is be in the kitchen the next morning.
Right, you don't want to be preoccupied.
Exactly.
Be in the present. Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make a breakfast casserole. You can make this the night before.
Okay.
And then put it in the fridge and then just bake it off the next day, which is great. And this is what it's going to look like here.
And this is a spicy sausage, right?
Yes, this is the Jimmy Dean hot sausage.
Yes, I love that. It always has so much flavor, and usually people really like it. You know, it's not too hot.
Well, and that's the thing. If someone doesn't like the hot, obviously it comes in the regular.
Right, you can use that.
The fresh roll sausage is great, again, because we have so many different flavors. And we even have a maple if you want to do something sweet.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, so it's great. So this had actually been sauteed off with a little bit of jalapeno for that little kick. So this is going to be extra spicy for you. And then some garlic.
Okay.
Okay. So then what we're going to do, I'm going to give you
My hands
this.
are still dirty from...
Oh, no. There you go.
Oh, well, here, I'll switch you. I'll wipe my hands and you do that. Okay, so cheddar cheese.
This is some cheddar cheese.
Okay.
And then... just mix that up in there, and then we're going to make an egg custard over here. So that's the egg. Before we do that, we got to mix
we have to make the custard.
Yes, so we're going to put this on. So there's pepper.
You got me working.
Cumin, I know. See, you'll have a whole feast ready.
Oh, I love cumin too.
Salt, and then this is some heavy cream. And then you want to whisk that up for me?
Okay.
So I pre-beat the eggs. I find that pre-beating the eggs before you add them to the cream just makes it a lot easier to make sure that everything is really well incorporated.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I have over here is a casserole dish.
How do I know it's all whisked
Oh
together?
yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
You did a great job.
All right.
That's why I say it's a lot easier if you whisk the eggs beforehand. So now, we're not going to pour that in here. We're going to add.
I'm just clearly really excited about pouring this.
Don't worry, I'll let you, I promise. So this is just some bread. Again, this is a Sara Lee Soft and Smooth.
Okay.
Cut it into little triangles. And we're going to
Great
add a little
idea.
bit of the
I love that.
sausage on top of here.
Again, original recipe. This is probably not something that you have seen a whole lot of, so I love that. You know, my mom always gets mad at me for trying new recipes on people, but this is one that I think I will.
Yeah, well, no, it's a great, like I said, what I love about this is you make it the night before, so when you're in that mode of cooking, you know, you can just kind of get this done, put this in the fridge. All right. So this is I'm just layering, all I'm doing is layering the topping and the bread.
Oh, and this goes on top.
Exactly,
Okay.
and then if you want to go ahead, now you can pour it.
Yay.
Yeah.
This is what I've been waiting all day to do.
Perfect.
All right,
There
and so
you
how
go.
long does this take in the oven?
This is going to take about an hour again. So you're going to, first you're going to let this sit though, because you want all of the bread to absorb all this
Soak it
yummy
up.
egg
Yeah.
custard. So
Okay.
you want to make sure everything's kind of completely submerged in there.
And then this is what you get, and she
Exactly.
just so artfully put the little slices of the jalapenos on top. I love that. Well, this looks really
Kind of
pretty.
lets you know that it's a little spicy. So
Yes.
it's 325, about
Okay.
45 minutes, cover it with foil. Last 15 minutes, take the foil out, let it
Yum.
get nice and bubbly on top, and done.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you so
So-
much. I had so much fun with you today on the show. All these recipes and the tips about the pies and everything are going to be on our Facebook page, not to mention IGAmeals.com. We hope you use this for this year for Thanksgiving, and if not, just for entertaining, period. You know, I mean, this is just great ideas. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Go to WBKO.com/midday for IGA Crossroads locations.